Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, yeah, let's talk about them Commanders, them good old Washington Red Wolves. Hey, no matter what they do in the draft, right? Whoever they draft has to be a game-changing type of player. Whoever we draft got to be like that, and that's just what it is, man. Whoever we draft, they have to be like that. We got to hit on the draft. If we don't hit on the draft, you know what I'm saying? We are not going to have a successful season, man. You know what I'm saying? Detroit Lions, they hit in the draft. The Houston Texans, they hit in the draft. You can rebuild your team in the draft. You know what I'm saying? We got a quarterback now. That was the biggest piece. That's the biggest piece of the puzzle, man. Now you got to make everything else fit in place, man. And that's just what it is. In my opinion, we should not. Listen, man, it's a lot of football scholars. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that talk football, that say they know football. It's a whole bunch of them. Bruh, ladies, gentlemen. In my opinion, we cannot be in the draft, see a player that's dynamic, that can score from anywhere on the field, a player that's beating double coverage, a player that's just complete dynamic, a player that could be like Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, A.J. Brown, or even if it was a Nick Chubb type player. We cannot have one of them players sitting in front of us and we decide to draft a lineman. If we have the best lineman in the NFL, if we had Trent Williams back, how much of a difference do you think that would make this team right now? But if we had Tyreek Hill or A.J. Brown, I guarantee you, if we had a true number one dynamic receiver, that we would have more than 4 wins right now. Some of them 300-yard games, that's saying he wouldn't just had 300 yards and 1 touchdown or 100-something yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. No. Some of them yards, it would be completion touchdowns because you would have receivers, dynamic playmakers that could score from anywhere on the field. You know what I'm saying? You would have players that can catch a screen pass, make somebody miss, and run 60 yards for a touchdown. We don't have that right now. You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds good, you know, build the line and all that. They say the Dolphins' one weakness is their offensive line. But that don't stop them from putting up 70. That don't stop them from completely dogging us. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't overthink shit. Commanders, don't overthink shit. Don't overthink shit, man. We had Trent Williams before. Trent Williams is still the best, or arguably one of the best left tackles, offensive linemen period in the game right now. When we had him, we wasn't competing for Super Bowls because we had him. You know what I'm saying? What we never had was a true dynamic receiver that can get 1,500 yards with a quarterback that's going to throw that motherfucker all over the field. The Washington Commanders never had that combination. So imagine that if it was up to me in the draft, my first 2 picks is going to be Marvin Harrison Jr. or, because I don't know, what in case Marvin Harrison come and he end up not being that good in the NFL? I don't know. I just want the best receiver in the draft. Whoever that player is, he has to come to our team and from day one be dynamic. Not nobody that, we working with and, it's a process and none of that. Somebody's going to come and immediately be dynamic. Give Howell that. Give Howell a tight end in the 2nd round. Let your 1st round pick be a dynamic receiver. Let that 2nd round pick be a dynamic tight end. And watch how much better the Commanders is when they got players that can score from anywhere on the field. When you got players that's causing uneven matchups. Like you can't double him because now you leaving McLaurin one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna cook, or you leaving Johan Dawson one-on-one. because you focusing so much on this number one receiver. And then if the tight end like that, like Sam Laporta, Kincaid, you got to worry about him too. So it give Howell weapons, bro. Yeah, I would love to have a like that type offensive tackle. If you get a like that left tackle with the first pick, that'll be cool, but only if we find dynamic playmakers. The worst thing the Commanders can do is feel as though their receiving core is good. That's the problem with the Commanders, man. They don't understand greatness. When you look at our receiving core and you look at other teams, man, that shit ain't adding up, bro. It don't match up. It don't match up. The worst thing they could do is feel as though, man, we good with Terry McLaurin. We good with Dawson. We good with Curtis Samuel. But, bruh, McLaurin just had a game with 0 catches and 0 receptions, man. I mean, 0 receptions and 0 yards, man. Like Curtis Samuel, he's pretty. I like Curtis Samuel, but he's not a game changer, and he get hurt too much. Jahan Dotson has been a huge disappointment this year. He's had a couple of catches, and he had, I think, one 100-yard game, but he's been a disappointment. De'Ami Brown, I thought him being teammates with Sam Howell in college, I thought, man, that was gonna be a sleeper pick, that I was gonna be able to. De'Ami Brown, he playing like some trash, man. So when that is your receiving core, we cannot think that shit is great, man. We just can't, man. We got to get better in receiving. We can't think Logan Thomas, who he could catch the ball, and he's dependable. But Logan is never going to have no 50-yard touchdown. He is not going to make nobody miss and then run an extra 30 yards and get a touchdown. That's just not him. He's going to catch the ball, turn around, and run it to the first defender he see. And he going to smash it to him. But he ain't going to truck him and stay on his feet and keep going. He going to run it to him and go down. But he going to catch the ball, but we just need more than that. Logan would be great if he was a backup. If he was our number 2 tight end, I'd love to have Logan. But we need a number 1 like Laporta. I promise you. Give Sam Howell them weapons. Give us a true dynamic receiver and a true dynamic tight end. And we can get that this year in the draft. And watch what happens. And in free agency, work on getting your offensive lineman. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, of course, you're going to work on defense and all that. But give Sam Howell a receiver and tight end. And watch what happens, man. Imagine Sam Howell with Tyreek Hill and Dalton Kincaid or Travis Kelce and Stephon Diggs or A.J. Brown and Sam Laporta. You know what I'm saying? Or, shit, you want to say the same teams? Tank Dell and Dalton Schultz. Or Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta. That's the same team. Stephon Diggs, Dalton Kincaid. You understand what I'm saying? Come on, man. Motherfucking CeeDee Lamb and Ferguson. You feel me? Give Howell some weapons, man. All right, y'all.